All right, now over to Dave.
Even if you haven't heard about the Affordable Care Act, you may be confused about how the law impacts you, your finances, and your taxes. Whether you already have health insurance or not, this is the year when major changes to health care and taxes begin. Lisa Lewis, CPA at TurboTax, breaks down what Obamacare means for you and your taxes. Great to see you today, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you here. And most folks at home do know what Obamacare is, or the Affordable Care Act. But what exactly is that for the folks who still have some questions?
Well, under the Affordable Care Act, most Americans were required to have health insurance by March of this year or face a tax penalty. The good news is on this Saturday, November 15th, is open enrollment for those who don't have insurance or who need to enroll. In addition to that, those who are able to purchase in the marketplace, they may receive assistance through a subsidy.
Okay, so what are the major tax implications this year of the health care law?
Yep, well, this year is the first year where the requirement to purchase health insurance intersects with your taxes and is required to be reported. And those that didn't purchase health insurance by March of this year may face a tax penalty. In addition, with the new open enrollment period beginning Saturday, November 15th through February 15th of next year, those that don't purchase at that time may face a tax penalty on their 2015 taxes.
Now, I don't like to see a penalty flag when I'm watching a football game, but I certainly don't want to see a penalty on my taxes. What exactly is that penalty?
For 2014, it's $95 or 1% of your income, whichever is higher. In 2015, it increases to $325 per adult or 2% of your income,
now,
whichever is higher.
I understand some folks can qualify for a subsidy, and what is that tax subsidy?
Yes. Well, the subsidy, it's an advance, and it gets applied to your health insurance premiums to help you afford insurance for you and your family. And TurboTax has created this great free online resource where you can go and see if you're eligible for a subsidy and get an estimate of the subsidy.
Okay, and where should Americans go to purchase their health care?
They could go to healthcare.gov or their state's insurance exchange.
Okay, and I'm sure they can get plenty of information online about that as well.
Yes, they can go to turbotaxhealth.com and they can find out, they can find out their options for insurance, if they're eligible for a subsidy, what the amount would be, and also tax if they're going to have a tax penalty.
Perfect. It's some very important information, and we thank you for joining us today, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we've got plenty more Lowcountry Live after the break, so stick around.